You've probably watched The Devil Wears Prada and thought, is working at Vogue really that intense? Because let's be honest, Miranda Priestly felt less like a boss and more like a force of nature. But here's the truth. The real story behind Anna Wintour and The Devil Wears Prada is way more nuanced than the movie makes it seem. The film, inspired by a former assistant's experience, shows a world where assistants are constantly stressed, overworked, and dealing with impossible demands. And surprisingly, that part isn't entirely fiction. People who've actually worked at Vogue admit the job is intense. The expectations are high, the pace is fast, and yes, there's real pressure to perform perfectly every single day. But here's where the movie gets it wrong. In the film, Andy walks into the interview completely unprepared, almost careless about fashion. In reality, that would never happen. Real assistants said they wanted the job. They prepared. They cared deeply about fashion and the opportunity. Nobody just casually stumbled into that role. And another big difference? Miranda's cold, almost dismissive personality. While Anna Wintour is known for being powerful and direct, former assistants describe her differently. Instead of dramatic insults or public humiliation, interviews were actually personal. She asked questions like, "What do you read? How do you spend your time?" Not exactly the terrifying interrogation you'd expect. But don't get it twisted. The intensity is real. Employees said it was made very clear from day one. This is not an easy job. It demands focus, resilience, and a strong personality to survive. And that's where the movie actually gets something very right. It captures the feeling of the job, that constant pressure, that need to prove yourself, that sense that you're part of something bigger, but also replaceable at any moment. Even the idea of assistants doing a million tasks at once, that part is rooted in reality. But the dramatic chaos, the extreme cruelty, the over-the-top behavior, that's Hollywood. Because in real life, the workplace is far more professional, more structured, and less theatrical than what you see on screen. And here's the most interesting part. Even Anna Wintour herself has never fully confirmed the comparison. She said the character is for the audience to decide, keeping that mystery alive. Which honestly makes the story even more fascinating. Because maybe The Devil Wears Prada was never meant to be a documentary. It's a dramatized version of ambition, of power, of what it feels like to chase success in a world where perfection is the standard. And in that sense, it might actually be more real than we think.